Hello, everybody. Just It's November the 2nd, 2000, 2021, and just uh, just finished. Let me set the chair first. Uh, just finished watching Surya Star, Jai Bhim. What could I say? I was completely awestruck, completely blown away by this movie. I don't know. This is. I cannot, in good conscience, say anything negative about, even by way of criticism. I cannot think of anything negative that I could say in good conscience. Fantastic movie. It's very poignant, very moving, heart wrenching. I was several times during the I think it played 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. I'm not too sure, subject to correction. I could be entirely wrong, but I was more than a few times I was misty eyed. It's really heart wrenching. It doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like something real life. It feels like real life, and except that you are in a different dimension and you're watching. Uh, Something happening, a real life incident that's happening in a two-dimensional screen. I don't know. I'm still not recovered from the effects of the movie. Uh, I'm trying to think of anything that I can be critical of. There's nothing. I would say, like, not because I like Surya. Yeah, I really like him. That's not a like. There are movies that I was not too impressed. Where, I mean, you can say that about any actor, no matter how great they are. But as a person, like I live in Canada, and the other thing is, this is a courtroom drama, and my background, 8 years I worked in the courtroom as a civil courtroom registrar. I live in Ontario, I worked in the Superior Court as a courtroom registrar, which means you are the judges, you are the courtroom, you sit in the bench, you swear the witnesses, you see, you keep the records, you are the courtroom, basically the courtroom clerk, but then they don't in the Superior Court, they don't call you the courtroom clerk. It's the position is known as courtroom registrar. I lived in courtroom uh, more than those 8 years. I lived in the courtroom more than I spent time at home. So that said, I was, I've seen so many Tamil movies showing courtroom drama. This movie has, I don't know, it's beautifully made. The screenplay is, it seems, it's hard to believe it's a movie. It's as though it's happening, real life is happening right in front of your eyes on a two-dimensional screen. Uh, Congratulations, Surya. Uh, where you go, man, keep it up. And you made some, you are into movie making now. I'm just talking to you because you're so much younger than I. So I'm just, I guess, uh, I I could take a paternal feeling towards you, and I'm very, very impressed. I really admire you and what you've done. I mean, you made some, you are into movie making now. You made some last couple of movies were really crappy. I was disappointed with Jyotika's, what is that, more like Udan Prab, more like the sibling love and the conflicts in the family. I don't know what the hell. Like I was very. It didn't hold my attention. It was. I don't know who the director and why it escaped your attention. But then that's a crappy movie. And then before that, your wife wanted to play a macho like Rajinikanth. Even when Rajinikanth plays, tries to beat up you know, 25 or 50 people, I turn off. I don't watch it. I cannot even. Good thing is when you're watching movies, you can turn it off. But this movie, even the last movie, Surya Potru, I was very impressed. But this, the pinnacle of all movies. I have nothing, nothing negative to say by way of criticism. Everybody should watch, and this is real life, and it has a strong message about what the atrocities perpetrated on the downtrodden caste system. It's India's biggest curse. I don't know why they hold on to this madness, right? Man's human life, human being should be like a human being greatness should be judged by the way they live, not by birth. Nobody comes with a DNA rubber stamp, on them, with a rubber stamp on their birth, right? And this is, I don't know what to say. All I can say is, congratulations, Surya. Excellent. I'm very annoyed. I saw another guy trying to do a review. I think he's from Chennai, and he shaves his head like I do, but he tries to do his review in English. The reason why I don't try to do review in Tamil is because of my upbringing. I grew up in my childhood was in Colombo, so I picked up what you call my background is 3 generations ago. It's from Pudukkottai, my father's side, but my father was from Colombo, and we all the children were all, we were born and bred in Colombo. But as the youngest child in the family, I grew up with the northern eastern kids who went to school, and I studied in Tamil. So I picked up the northern, you call it the Sri Lankan accent, and I'm the only one, I guess, who speaks like that. So I try to refrain from speaking in Tamil, although I understand and I'm very fluent in Tamil. So I chose to speak in English mostly because I sound neutral, so everybody can watch without any bias or prejudice. But this other person from India, he came out, he posted his review. I don't know what's his name. All I know is he has is a fairly young man, but he shaves his head, looks like, and he said a lot of negative things about the movie, and I was very annoyed with him. I posted a nasty comment on his review. Why? What are you trying to show off? You're trying to show off that you know everything about movie making, right? As an average viewer, or the person who is like a member of the audience, you're watching a movie, those things should not come. You should be glued to the movie. And he's talking about the, I don't know what he's talking. It's not. Let's not waste time on people who try to show off that they are knowledgeable, and they know how movies are made. Okay, right. And that said, again, hats off to Surya. Congratulations. You did really well. Fantastic movie. Everybody should watch this movie. It's so down to earth, real life drama. Thank you for listening. Bye now.